Hi everyone, my name is Veronica. Welcome to my channel Talking with Veronica. I'm a licensed counselor in the state of Pennsylvania and Maryland, and I utilize this channel to go over all things mental health related, self-care, and how-to videos. I wanted to take time out of my day today to go over a really important topic, and that is just mindfulness and just taking a minute to be present. Too often than not, we get caught up in the day in and day out, the daily grind, and we find ourselves working through tirelessly to keep up with our jobs, our families, our friends, and kids. And too often than not, we can get really tired really fast. I think it's so important to take time to prioritize just being present. And I'm very, very guilty of this myself. I find it very hard to find that moment throughout my day. I feel like, hey, I don't have time to take those few minutes. There's something that I can do to fill it. There's dishes that need to be done, clothes that need to be folded, a project that needs to be started. Well, that is true for pretty much everyone. However, when we take a moment to recognize just how beautiful the world actually is, we can get a chance to fully experience it for what it is and just be present and find all of the little things that we can so easily miss if we don't leave ourselves open to just experiencing the world for what it is. It can be, yes, a very dark place, a very challenging and overwhelming place at times, but it can also be equally as beautiful. So I decided, even though I don't have time today, to just go outside and see what would happen if I laid down on the grass and just witnessed. Just be present and look around the world and see what I'm seeing. And even though, honestly, I'm in a backyard, not even my backyard, but just outside in the grass, I am seeing so many incredible, beautiful things. Just the things that I have somehow overlooked and missed. A lot of times this is so easy to do when we're kids, right? Where we just have this like bright-eyed, excited, just full of life feeling, and somehow through life and just stress and work and responsibilities, we can be really disillusioned and become disengaged from even the most beautiful things. And I wanted to make this video because had I never come out here, had I never came out here, I would have not had the chance to make this little friend right here. A dragonfly. I'm literally holding a dragonfly. I don't know, I think that's just incredible. And he has been chilling with me for quite some time. Now, I'm not saying this is what happens to me every time that I go outside. If anything, that is not what happens. I think the last time I came out here, I almost stepped in like squirrel poop, which is part of the experience of being out in nature. But if you're open to it, you can see some really cool things. So this isn't the first thing that I see. I get to see all these birds and all these sounds that, although I hear them every single day, it's like a part of me has almost taken it for granted. Oh, there he goes. And he's right back. A part of me is taken for granted just how amazing the world can actually be if we just take a moment from our busy lives to just pause and take it in. So wherever you are in your journey today, however stressful your week may be, there's still something that can be seen that we can be grateful for and enjoy. For me right now, it's just listening to all the different birds and just fully experiencing nature. I mean, I've never seen a dragonfly this close before. And just to be able to look at all of the individual colors, purple and blue, and just how symmetrical its wings are, this is just an incredible experience that I just wanted to share. Typically, if any of you know me personally, I don't like to record myself. I actually enjoy just being present in the moment, and I have a hard time just really sitting down and like capturing these little things. And so what I've noticed is, while living in the moment is an incredible experience, I also get to look back and now have like a beautiful reminder as to like, hey, this is when life gets hard, I'm going to be able to remember this moment and take a few minutes of my day to come back to center. And whatever stressors or challenges that I'm having in that particular moment, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be there forever. In fact, a lot of the things that I realize that I stress about in this present moment aren't even things that I think about in a year or two from now. It's just a challenge that I have in the moment. So just sitting down and being grateful as to count how many sounds you can hear while you're outside. Like, it's insane. Just count how many feelings, or like the texture of the grass that you're sitting on, or the color of the sky. When's the last time you've even taken a chance to look at how beautiful it is at night at the stars? Like, even from just being outside, or even sitting from a window with it open, you can get a chance to really enjoy the small little things, like the sound of rain, a bird playing in a puddle. These little moments that we could so easily like get disengaged from. It's just important that we recognize that we're doing it, because we also need to prioritize not only our stressors, challenges, and struggles. Yes, we will overcome them, but we can also just enjoy the process and enjoy the journey, and not just always be caught up in the destination of where we're trying to get to, that we miss out on all these little experiences in life, because they're quick. And if you don't prioritize them and you don't prioritize yourself, yes, you're going to probably accomplish those goals, but you're not going to feel the way you'd hope to feel if you don't take those pauses along the way. Can you imagine climbing a mountain without any breaks whatsoever and just getting to the top and just being completely out of breath? Versus if you climb that very same mountain and you take notice to the views and the sights along the way, I wonder what your experience would look like. Not just your experience of climbing, but the overall lived life experience of just being present and enjoying each challenge for what it is, and not as we would have it be, but just being able to enjoy what is. All right, just some thoughts that I wanted to share. I hope that this video was helpful to you as much as this moment was helpful to me. And if you want more content like this, please feel free to give a like, subscribe, follow. And I look forward to seeing you in more videos. And if you have any ideas, please drop that in the comment. And take care.